Mr. Coordinator, fellow speech crafters and Toastmasters, and also welcome guests. Very good afternoon to everybody. Now, of the many things that we cannot live without, there is one thing that we just can't live without. Any guesses from anyone?
Air.
Air.
Blue green.
Air. Okay. That's one of the things. There is also one more thing that's very important, and that's food. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. Now, when we say food, what immediately comes to mind is the lovely breads, pastries, cakes, pizzas, and whatever, and the list goes on. Now, I used to love eating all these kinds of foods. I'm sure most of us here would echo my opinion. And these foods contributed to most of my teens and also my early 20s. And then I sort of slowly realized that the inches around my waist were increasing. I'm sure many of you would have experienced that. But then I brushed aside that thought and worry, and just said, okay, let me go on. But have you ever wondered why most people going to these swimming centers and gyms and things like that don't really succeed in losing weight and then keeping it off? It's basically because they do not have the right kind of food habits. And I had a personal experience, and about 3 months back, I attended a talk on lifestyle changes and the impact that the food that we eat has on our health. And it was a talk that was given by a very famous doctor. And there was something that he told that really shocked me. And how many of you like Coke or Pepsi? Just one? I'm sure most of them would like it. At least aerated drinks? No? Yes. So the ones who don't like, good for them. So what he was actually referring to was that he had performed a small experiment. Now he was a dentist. He's a dentist. So he had heard of an experiment with the teeth. So what he did was he took a tooth and then put it into a cup of Pepsi and left it for about a week or so. And after a week, the tooth almost disappeared. So what I want to try to say here is that the impact that just that one cup of Pepsi has on the tooth for about a week is immense. But most of us, we don't realize that. And this is just a part of it, and this is just one particular drink that I'm talking about. So, what kind of food should we really eat? From my point of view, we should mostly consume organic foods and foods that have the least amount of harmful impact on our health. And why organic food rather than conventional food that we usually have? It's because it is much better for our health, and we can also reduce the detrimental effect that it has on the environment. And most people would say, by me stopping to eat organic food, it's not going to cause much of a difference. But then the question is, how many drops of poison would spoil a glass of milk or a bowl of milk? One, just one drop. So that's the impact. When each one realizes and takes that effort, you can really make a difference. And these efforts combined with a little bit of exercise, a little bit of daily exercise, can assure a happy and healthy living. Thank you very much.